Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Nazario, and if you can't pronounce that, just call me Z. And today, it's finally come. This vlog has finally come. I have told you guys about this countless times, yet here we are finally today at the Richmond Reptile Expo. I've been home for a couple hours now. I managed to drag my mom with me because that was the only way I was going to get there. But we had such an awesome time at the show, getting to check out all the cool breeders, all the cool animals there and everything. And you see me there, finally got a snake hook. I'll mention that later on in a part of this vlog here. But over here we got a couple cool colubrids, got a bunch of cool stuff like some sand boas, some Amazon tree boas and stuff like that. Got some cool ball pythons over here. Like, some of these stuff I'd never heard of before, because you guys know this, I'm fairly new-ish to the game, if you know what I mean. So it was definitely a really cool experience for me, just to like finally get to be a part of, you know, something that's like, you know, what's considered to be like almost an initiation process in the reptile community, and finally get to go to a reptile expo and meeting with other people who are in the hobby, other people who have their own animals, other people, you know, who are breeding and everything. So yeah, I know this intro is kind of weird, so it's really long, but like, here's our journey with everything, and I'll kind of like, you know, take you through it, and you might hear some bits and pieces of, you know, some of the footage that we got earlier in the day, you know, with me and some of the other breeders that are speaking about their animals, if I don't edit them out already. So I don't know, I'm kind of exhausted because we've been out all day at this point now, so like, you know, just bear with me. And here we go with this Reptile Expo, and you just saw my mom's finger, because she loves ball pythons. She loves all the different types of morphs and colors that they come in, especially the piebald gene. She loves that morph, and it's such a blessing to have her, because like, she, you know, she didn't have to, you know, support this, you know, dream of mine of, you know, being a big animal person and wanting to advance it further in life as a career. Yet I was completely blessed to have her as a mother, and for her to be an animal person herself. And it's just like, you know, a walk in the park with it. Even though this hobby does get expensive, it's definitely, you know, a blessing. And check out that normal, I think it was a normal, I believe it was, or it might have been a cinnamon, I can't remember what it was. But this breeder, he was super dope. He had some adorable Yorkie puppies. If I can remember, I'll try and put a link to most of their socials in the description later, but if I can remember, I need to look for everybody's business cards, but there's more of their collection and everything. This was super dope. This was one of my favorites over here because I'm such a huge boa person. So that was me. I was really hoping to see if anybody had any red tails out. However, I wasn't too hurt over the fact that, you know, there weren't any red tails, excuse me, at this show. Because, you know, I just love all types of snakes, you know, whether it be, you know, Crebos, whether it be boas, pythons, you name it, I love them. So I wasn't too bummed out about it, but check out this beautiful hypo.
So if you notice that apple's head spear is broken up, the dotted line on the sides is always usually a jungle, but I got nothing to prove it on. I just know what the babies came out. So I'd like to see what happens when these babies breed back to something like that when I get jungle. You had a peek on this one pops up.
Man.
That, to me, I like that. I really like that.
All right, guys, so here we are at the expo, Richmond Reptile Expo, and, you know, got a hook finally, mainly because everyone's been needing it. It's been pretty great here, pretty great vibe, as you've seen. You know, sorry that the intro was a little different, but just gonna check around, look at some more stuff around here, and, you know, see what we got. I've been waiting for this day for like months now, So yeah, and it feels a little bit different that I'm doing a video without Zebulon, but I'm here with my mom today. It's pretty awesome. So who knows what else we could see? Might walk out here with a snake, but I did get the hook. So.
Baboon. You want to stay away from these. This is your new world. Oh. This over here is your old world venom. This is new world venom. There's a big difference.
So what's the old world venom like?
It's gonna hurt.
Ooh.
You see that great big one back there?
Man, that is a nice size
That's not
baboon.
even grown yet.
Oh, he's.
Whoa.
Oh my God, Lord.
That one will get the footprint. That right there. This is old world or boreal. These two right here, depending on whose research you look at, as far as whose is your number 1 and number 2. If you get by one of these, you are in an immediate life threatening situation.
Oh God, anaphylaxis.
And you know, this table was super duper cool. Excuse me, not table, I should say booth. Because you know, professionalism. But this booth was so cool because I really want to get into tarantulas because tarantulas were just so friggin' dope, and I love, you know, them, but I just don't know enough about them. So that's why you heard me ask you know about Old World and New World venom, because the gentleman at his booth told me the difference between the two, and he told me which ones and what not to get, because, you know, a dream tarantula of mine for a while now has been a cobalt blue. So I'm definitely gonna have to brush up on my knowledge first before I jump into the tarantula game. But as you guys saw, I was super stoked to finally get a hook, because I've been using one at the shop I worked at for like the longest time, and finally having one of my own was just, you know, a blast. So I can't wait to, you know, finally get more animals in and do more content for you guys. But, you know, one of the biggest things that I enjoyed personally about this whole thing was just hearing my mom's excitement, seeing her, you know, love for reptiles grow more and more, and, you know, slowly, you know, growing her for the hobby. So it was super blastful, you know, super awesome. Here we got a bunch of king snakes, some milk snakes, a lot of colubrids. And, you know, I'm not the biggest colubrid person, but it was dope. This piebald right here was awesome. Such a sweet girl. I wish we could have walked out with her, but shout out to them for letting us have an experience with her. And these retics were pretty dope too. You guys know me, I am retics, and I just love it. And over here
So,
we have some boas.
I think that might be what Zebulon might be, because I have a Nicaraguan at home. He's not as dark as that though.
I just it was so awesome getting to see all these different types of stuff, especially, you know, corn snakes, which I'm not too big on anyway, but, you know, corn snakes just always have some cool colors to them. So I might jump into the corn snake game too. After all, they were the very first snake that I ever taken care of, you know, ever, and it was just, you know, natural. It just came naturally to me back when I was in high school. So that, you know, kind of like sparked all of this, you know. But here's some more balls. Got a gorgeous male hypo right there. Man, if I had the space, I would have definitely, you know, walked out with him. And then here's a Central American.
Got a boa here. Super cool. Not sure what it is,
Okay, now
but like, can definitely assume there's some Central American in there. Definitely.
And it wasn't up until now that I'm doing this voiceover that my mom just dropped, you know, my family nickname. So I don't want to hear anyone in the comments calling me Czar right now, but I'm just kidding. But had a bunch of cool cresties, had a cool collection of gargoyles out there. Here's some of the boas again. Here was a wild caught rainbow boa that was super duper dope. Because you guys already know how I feel about rainbows anyway. Rainbow boas are like, you know, one of my dream snakes to own. Even though they kind of have that rep in the community, you know, I don't care about what people say about them. If, you know, a snake is fine in my book, and I brush myself up on the knowledge of them, and I gain a little more knowledge and a little bit more wisdom of them, I'm comfortable with it. So that's my view of it. And that was another cool male hypo. There were a lot of hypo males at the show for the boa game. Here's some more Amazon tree boas. I need to do some more research on them, but they're like super duper cool. I might end up folding and getting one of those one of these days. You know, who knows? Here's a wall full of, you know, an array of different reptiles from the same booth. Had a veiled chameleon, which was pretty cool. Had some fire skinks. Had some Uromastics. Had a bunch of cool stuff like Savannah monitors and everything, which I was surprised to see so many at this show. Had a cool yellow monitor right here. Looked like he wanted a good home, but I don't know too much about monitors. That goes to my friend Graham. Shout out to you, man, if you're watching this. Cute little false water cobras. I might end up getting one of those one of these days, just to say that I have one. And my absolute dream snake right there, a Dumaril's boa. I literally want one so bad. I almost walked out of this show with one today. There's the breeders. I almost walked out with the Dumaril's today. I almost buckled down, said, I don't care, I'm leaving here with something like Denzel.
Have a copy of that genetic in order to have it, like, yeah, so like, that's a recessive gene, this is a recessive gene, and the clowns are recessive. So with that, both parents have to have that piebald gene on each side.
To get a piebald.
You'll get 100% of the clutch will come out that way. Yeah. But if one parent is visual and one parent is het eye that carries that gene, you'll get a mix. You'll get half. You'll get some snakes that are visual.
Man. It's a helium boy or a girl?
Girl. Let's try to get your head over there so there's a picture.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. This is a ball. And here you go. Because my arm is dying.
Yeah.
What's their weight?
Last I checked was he's probably 2,500 grams.
Jesus.
Sulfur over there is like over 3,000.
Oh my god.
He is a massive boy.
So yeah, there you a little bit of that break in there. You saw my mom, you know, inquiring of how to, like, you know, get a piebald, and you know, that was super cool just seeing her get into it. So that was a blast. This booth, I need to stop calling them tables in this video, was such a blast. I had such a great time talking to Mark here. He was super great, you know, teaching us a little bit more about lychees in New Caledonia. I'm definitely gonna buckle down and get a lychee gecko one of these days, just because, like, there's just one of the coolest, you know, reptiles that you could possibly get. Especially, you know, in the gecko world. I friggin' love them. I love looking at them, and getting to see one in person, you know, right before my eyes was dope. You know, here's a little bit more stuff, and a female Dumaril's that's almost, you know, at big enough size, but, you know, not quite big enough for me, you know what I'm saying? Had a Crebo there. I used to work with one. And, you know, some more stuff, you know, more balls, more burns, all that fine jazz. And here we are nearing the end of this vlog here. One final shot. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below which one to see, and I'll see you later. Peace.